Good morning. A lot of rain. Angus Taylor, as anticipated, became the new leader of the Liberal Party on Friday, faces an historic challenge to get his party back somewhere near its former glories. I thought Susan Lee gave a very gracious speech in defeat. Uh, I think her legacy might be the way she handled herself in the wake of the tragic events at Bondi Beach. Unlike the Prime Minister, she stepped up, spoke well, mixed with the people well. That was important, won't be forgotten. But now Angus Taylor faces the extraordinary challenge of getting his party united and back somewhere near where he can be competitive at the next election. To do that, he must first find those 2 million voters who have gone missing since the last election when they were smashed. Not easy. He spoke a good game on Friday when he prioritised immigration, housing prices and energy amongst those things he'd address. Linda Reynolds, a very fine former minister, said he's going to need some time. Problem being, he doesn't have much time. I saw one interview at the weekend when asked about immigration, he said, everything's on the table. Well, with respect to Mr. Taylor, you don't have much time and it can't all be on the table. Specific things must be on the table. You wanted the leadership because you have specific thoughts. Not everything can be on the table. Some things need to be taken off the table and pretty quickly to address what you think are the most important issues. It is a big issue. There was no shortage of advice. Malcolm Turnbull, as is his way, wasted no time in criticising the election of Angus Taylor. Does Malcolm ever miss a chance to criticise the party that gave him the singular honour of leading this great country? It's dreadful. Tony Abbott wrote a lengthy piece in the Australian newspaper in which he outlined why he thought Angus Taylor was the right choice and the policies that he needed to follow. If I was Mr. Taylor, I wouldn't want the job, but he does. So the advice would be, forget all the advice. In the end, Malcolm Turnbull and Tony Abbott, as much as I like Tony and respect his positions, they were failed prime ministers. And if they ran for their old seats now, they would lose comfortably. Angus Taylor needs to walk to the beat of his own drummer, and he needs to start doing it pretty quickly. And for the sake of our democracy, I wish him well. Coincidentally, it was the anniversary of the birth of Abraham Lincoln on the same day that Angus Taylor achieved the leadership. In 1858, as he ran for the Senate just a couple of years before he became president, and the Civil War began soon after, Abraham Lincoln in a debate said, "A house divided on itself cannot stand." He was talking about slavery, of course. You couldn't have a half slave country and a half free country and have it long endure. But the words might well apply to the Liberal Party as well, because it doesn't matter what Angus Taylor says or does. If he doesn't have the support of his party, then that party will not long endure. Have a great day.